girls, ladies that I've been very, very good friends with actually sleep on each other. And people I know that I would consider friends, after I was through with the relationship or whatever, then they end up, hollering at the chick, after me. And it's just something not cool about that in my book. And some of y'all might be like, man, that's no big deal. She on the market, she free or whatever. I don't know. I just don't get down like that, man. I really adhere to man law and those types of things. I have never, ever, I'm talking going back to elementary school, I have never, ever, somebody I consider my friend went and messed with their ex-old lady. Like, and when she's your ex, she my ex too, damn it. Yeah. From, what do we got here in the chat room on Spreaker.com? From 334, Kick Rocks Deshaun Watson. If I went to Bama and brought home a bunny home, I would be disowned. Wow. Well, you from Alabama, man. It happens a lot at these big schools with these big-time athletes, man. Clemson, Alabama, snow bunny factories for brothers. Trust me. And I say Alabama and Clemson, but really, man, when you're a big-time athlete, you're the starting quarterback at any major university in this country, man, it's just snow bunny heaven. I've seen it 1,000 gazillion times in my life. Yeah. Going to hang out with my brother over the weekend when he was at Georgia Tech, man. Man, the brothers at Georgia Tech, man, I mean, they just, snow bunny magnets. That's the way it happens. I don't know why. It happens more disproportionately at big-time college football programs and schools, but it happens, trust me on that, big time. From Sin Hurt Bulldog, but Sluggo, wasn't it more about her marrying a white and not her marrying rich? I don't know what he's talking about. From Sluggo, F them grimy ninjas. I'm like Pac. I'll let a trick be a trick. You can have that itch. From, let's see, who do we have here? From Sandman, it don't matter what color she is, as long as she is the 3 T's, we good. Teeth, titties, and toes. As long as she got toes, huh, Sandman? From T-Dub, you can date who you want, just be careful where you go. Right, that's the point I was trying to make about Deshaun Watson. You up in Tuscaloosa, Alabama, where you just beat the hometown Alabama Crimson Tide in the national championship game. You're in a bar where people are drinking alcohol. Not only a bar, but in a crazy kind of way, an Irish bar in Tuscaloosa, Alabama. Bro, you are clearly set up to lose with those variables. You are clearly set up to get your ass kicked all up and down the street if you're Deshaun Watson in that scenario. So from what we find out from the caller, they gave some inside information. I don't have any reason to think that he just made that up. Some little backstories and messing with an former Alabama running back, ex-girlfriend, and you in Alabama and Tuscaloosa. That's strange, man. From Vince Wright, our paper did a poll and found that almost 50% of the black men in the Twin Cities are married to white women. And that was almost 8 years ago. Different place in Minnesota. I've heard that this major swirl action in Minnesota. They down with the swirl. I've heard that. There's got to be some type of historical significance with that. Once again, I don't mind. That's fine. You be with whoever you want to be with. You be happy with whoever makes you happy. But there's got to be some type of historical significance to that large number, that large percentage. So Vince Wright is from the state of Minnesota. He's married to a Caucasian sister, beautiful family, great people. But he's one that could talk about that dynamic in the state of Minnesota. He's lived it his entire life. And I've always heard that about Minnesota, that they really down with the swirl. You know, another place they really down with the swirl at is in Canada. Like, there's a lot of interracial marriages in Canada. There's a lot of interracial marriages in Virginia as well. I don't know what it is, and I'm just naming out arbitrary places, and I'm sure those aren't the only places. But very interesting dynamic, confirmed by the great Vince Wright, the sports governor of Minnesota. From Finance Johnny, Minneapolis has always been like that. I have cousins up there. From Gilliard Road's Finest, he says, Thorny, I'm serious. Count me in. I'm there along with you. My bags is packed, ready to go. Stand by. What happened? From Sin Hurt Bulldog Jam, Thorny has been tired of your bullshit recently. What happened? From Wody 504, yeah, I've seen cats date their friend's ex time after time. I've always given that ish a side eye, even back in high school. Yeah, I don't do that. And listen, I'm not going to judge, and I guess at the end of the day, there's nothing wrong, technically wrong with it. But I just couldn't do that, man. I just wouldn't do that. Period. Never done it. I am never. You can't go back to any time where I've dated somebody that was dating one of my, what I would call, friends. Period. Never. Their exes. You know. I guess in theory I have the right to do that, and you have the right to do that, but I just wouldn't do it. I wouldn't do it, period. From KC, they've been down with the swirl in Minnesota. Check Prince and any of Prince's chicks. They all had white mamas. Yeah, if you think about to everybody in Prince's entourage. I mean, everybody. It seems like that they, were biracial. You talk about Sheila E., Vanity, Apollonia, anybody you think. They all look like they were, a mixed race person. And so, very interesting. It's got to be something happen where a certain group of people settled in that area, and another group of people settled in that area hundreds of years ago. I don't know. It was just very interesting. From Gilliard Road's Finest, Canada, there's a lot of mixed interracial couples. Did a port call there in Navy. Lord have mercy, that city is baller, hands down. From Big L X Squad, Vince, I'm coming to Minnesota to my Chicago summer visit. From 334, Kick Rocks to Sean Watson. Bet they were walking around the Irish pub with a teacup and a spoon. Yeah, I think we're almost at the point where we can talk about Get Out, the movie, but the teacup and a spoon reference has something to do with Get Out, if you haven't seen it yet. I think I'm going to give it another couple of days, and then we're going to just open the floodgates to conversation about that movie. Maybe we'll have a special segment on the show where we kind of rehash and get your thoughts about Get Out. But, yeah, that teacup and spoon thing is very prevalent in that movie. From Donovan Freeman, I had a friend's ex come after me back in the day, but I couldn't do it. Sometimes the girl does come after the guy. Yeah, I agree. And the whole point that someone made earlier, I can't remember who it was, about these women, they probably kind of gravitate towards rich, famous people. And talking about Nicole Murphy, Eddie Murphy's ex-wife, and Martin Lawrence's ex-wife, who left and went to Michael Strahan and to Emmett Smith, respectively. So, that's probably it. From who we got? Gilliard Road's Finest. Virginia is a military state. 75% of the state on average military from all military branches represent the nation's capital at the border in D.C. Maybe that has something to do with it. But there's a high, another state, another place as well, and maybe Tiffany Poole in Portland can attest to this. But the great state of Washington, Northwest, the great Northwest, has a large population of interracial couples as well. Yeah. From Clay Jerry Curl, Kit Davis, slaves went to Canada when they were runaways. Exactly. That probably sums up why there's a lot of interracial dating in Canada, because they've always been very inclusive of black people. Come to Canada. We'll take you. You ain't got to worry about it. Come on. If you can make it up here, you good. Right. seems like the way I recollect history, it seems like Canada has always been open and welcoming of black people. And so that attitude and that mentality, you have a lot of interracial dating up there. And there's probably not even a stigma on it, in Canada like it is here, which we're so far behind. I mean, for obvious reasons. From Sidney Jackson, what about Joe Biden? One of his sons left his wife for a dead son's wife. That doesn't seem right. That's bad. That's horrible. From Big Alex Squad, it's Get Out. Talk time, Doug. These ninjas not going to see it if they haven't seen it yet. We wait a couple more days, man. It's still in theaters. So we're kind of waiting until it dies down to where it's like one or two people in the movie theater before we get to it. From Big Apple Bastard, not at all, Mocha. You going to have my seed potty train like yesterday. What? Hey, man, how Mocha and Big Apple Bastard in the chat room talking about raising his seeds? Where the hell did that come from? Wow. The rough buff. This is the Pink Toes. I don't even know if that's politically correct. If it's not politically correct, I apologize. But he says the Pink Toes love brothers in Portland. Right, the great Northwest, Oregon, and Washington. From what I understand, they really get down with the swirl in that part of the country. Yes, sir. Yeah. All right. When we get back from the break, man, Patrick Ewing may be going home. We'll talk about it. Up next on the Doug Stewart Show. Hopefully we'll be able to get on my man Keith Holt from Ring Time Wrestling. We're still working on that. Don't go away. The Doug Stewart Show.
What you want, what you like is keep it going. Keep working it and working it, working it and working it. Still don't stop, rise high, sky's the limit. Keep your eyes open, never hoping, steady scoping. Looking for ways to get paid, nothing's for joking. Like to laugh or mail, get your stuff while you stand still. And you couldn't believe that thoughts do achieve to bring reality. Most do work to get salary, like hurt worse than battery in agony. Whatever gotta do, feed your family. World is a tragedy, a mixed up events and formalities. No flattery, all against the grain to ease pain. To suffer is short, so maintain what you want in your life. Get it, set goals and trends, set it. By no means let it lose sight, don't forget it. Bless the child, my words known poetic. Extremes to rep it. One life, love, I live it and blaze with vision. Laser maze, craze the rhythm, engage the mission. On my own post position, what you like, what you want, what you like is keep it going. Keep working it and working it, working it and working it. Still don't stop, rise high, sky's the limit. What you like, what you want, what you like is keep it going. Keep working it and working it, working it and working it. Still don't stop, rise high, sky's the limit. Only made one when they made this. Blood, flesh and bone, all I got, all I'm gonna leave with before you make me jump ship or deep six. I release hits, make sure to rip. Word common and spit, bars accurate. Chronicles of life, play your own risk. Life not a game, but each day bring a new twist. Handle display calm, you're living it. See us set the stage for most who won't live. That glamorous excitement, tight live. What you like, we still living in world of tripe bids and shice kids. Nice kids and life bids. Streets part of the uniform, we set it on. Chemist to your apple, potholes in your lawn. Sweetie shaking that ass for the cash you keep on. You're funny how things change, no harm to your game and it's get yours. All this work to get paid, some just made, some eternal just laid. Life is a stage where I praise to see the next day. Bless the child, you style and create. Chose for this, it's